Hey, what's up guys? Tyler here with Secureteam, officially back to the channel. Now, as some of you may know, if you've been with me for a while and you follow the channel closely, you'll know that I've been gone for a while. It's been probably about a month or so that I really haven't been posting, and I just want to keep this short and sweet because there's been a lot of gossip, a lot of really hateful, just full of venom. A lot of the comments I've been seeing on earlier videos from people who absolutely have no idea as to what has been going on in my life, the reasons as to why I've been absent, people just spreading just terrible rumors, saying terrible things, and to those people who have started this gossip and have just been flat out attacking me for taking a much needed break for personal family reasons, well, you can just ride out because you're not the type of viewer or subscriber I want. Now, to those of you who have just been legitimately wondering where I've been, as I said, I'll keep this short and sweet, but it wasn't just to abandon you guys or because I didn't care about the channel anymore or anything like that, and I kind of hinted to what was going on in my last couple of videos, and I said that things were going to be scarce for a little while, but bottom line, and to get to the point so we can get to today's video, was basically I had two major tragedies in my family, one after another. The first one happened, and then literally within 2 weeks, it wasn't even 2 weeks, I had another. And let's just say that stress is a very powerful thing. It put me in a spot where I had to leave for a while, I had to do a lot of traveling, and I just wasn't in the right headspace to make videos. I wasn't happy. Let's just be plain here. When things happen in our lives, specifically family tragedies, and you're a YouTuber specifically, it's very hard to make videos, and stress and things of that nature don't just go away overnight. They don't just go away in a week. And so I just needed to take a break, and I want to thank you all for your understanding. Sorry if I freaked anyone out, but I am back. I had to take a break, and I didn't want to post videos when I wasn't going to fake happy and just post videos where I wasn't interested and my mind was on 20 different things as to what had happened in my personal life. So that's what happened. I promise I didn't abandon you guys. I've missed you guys a lot. I've missed doing this work, and I'm just ready to jump back into it. You can cue the jokes about, well, we'll see you in another month after this video, but I promise you guys I'm not going to disappear for another month, but I'd rather show you that than talk about it. So with that said, let's go ahead and just jump back into it. Now, I know I've missed a lot, and I have a lot to catch up on these next couple of videos. But today, there's a few specific videos I want to start with, mainly UFO sightings, because that's what I love the most, and I know you guys do too. So to start, I want you guys to check out this clip of a gentleman who was on a ferry out in what he says was the middle of the ocean, very far from land, when they noticed in the distance, even further out into the ocean, this formation of glowing, bright, almost sun-like lights sitting up above the water. So check this out.
Look, nothing in the sky at all. Then all of a sudden, bam! What is that? Anybody tell me what that is? We're in the middle of the ocean on a ferry. Nothing around. Look, nothing around. No land, no nothing.
Okay, so this was posted to YouTube by William Guy on September 28th, 2019. And if you follow the channel, you know I love sightings specifically over the ocean, or really anything mysterious having to do with our oceans, which are, 90% unexplored. We have no idea what's happening there. We have reports over hundreds of years of strange objects, glowing objects, things that look like spacecraft coming up out of the water and darting toward the sky. We have the recent revelations from the fighter pilots, the Pentagon UFO clips, where we have confirmed, legit, authenticated UFO sightings multiple UFO sightings, UFOs darting down from 60,000 feet above up in the clouds down to the top of the ocean, in some instances down into the water, and vice versa, and they would chase these things. And these things would move on a dime. They even caught these things on film. One of the pilots was recently on the Joe Rogan podcast talking about pursuing one of these things, and he could not catch it. I mean, these things outrun fighter jets. Easily outrun them. And then we have footage like this, and some of you may say, well, these could be flares, military flares. Well, as you heard in the footage, there was no aircraft carrier or anything that would allude to military being in the area. Now, I have a theory regarding these, that if they were flares, it is well known in UFO circles, or maybe it's not well known, but it's becoming more and more known, that the Air Force or the Coast Guard will intentionally set off these groupings of flares to distract from either a recent or a currently ongoing UFO sighting or event that is happening in the ocean or above the ocean, as a distraction. And so a lot of people believe that when they see these groupings of flares out there, they could be a simple exercise going on. But a lot of people have reported seeing strange things above the oceans when they're on their boats or their yachts or what have you. They'll see something strange, and then almost immediately after, and in the same general area, they'll suddenly see these flares being shot up in a group to distract you. And so suddenly everyone's recording these flares, and they're not recording whatever else is up there that they're trying to distract from. And many believe this to be the case with the Phoenix lights that occurred back in 1997. So yeah, you guys tell me what you think. Links, as always, are down below. And let's jump into our next sighting here. So this is a very interesting clip of what I can only describe as two V-shaped or triangular-shaped craft. They don't seem to have any navigational lights, the types of lights that are required by law to be on airplanes or helicopters or things like that. They just seem to be two formations flying one next to the other through the skies over Rio Rancho, New Mexico. New Mexico, of course, a hotbed for UFO activity and many of the secretive bases out there. So check this out. And some filters here, some zoomed in clips just to show you. It's pretty self-explanatory, but I think this is a really, really interesting and mysterious UFO clip. I think we have two objects, V-shaped, no navigational lights, over New Mexico, hotbed for UFO activity. They could be secretive craft being tested. They could be something else, but I will let you guys decide. This was posted by Leonard Farfan, and it was captured on 10/3/2019, so October 3rd. Tell me what you guys think. Okay, so now here we have a very interesting clip. There's no audio to it, but it purports to come from an amateur astronomer who was out with his telescope recording our moon, another hotbed for UFO and strange activity. And well, what this amateur astronomer captured, if legit, can be summarized as a group of massive objects caught passing behind the moon. Now, lastly today, we have a news story here where apparently what they're calling a mysterious fireball was seen burning through the atmosphere and crashing in Chile. And what's so mysterious about this is that apparently they've already come out and denied that this was a meteor. They're saying it was not a meteor, whatever it was. And so here you're seeing the article, mysterious fireball that crashed and burned wasn't a meteor. Something bright came in hot enough to spark several fires in Chile recently, and it looks like it wasn't natural. Now, here is a photograph purporting to show the object. And this is all I could find at the moment, but you can see this sort of glowing red object in the distance. I'll go ahead and zoom in. We don't have too much detail, but again, this shows something. Whatever the object was, it seemed to be glowing red. A lot of the meteors that we see streaking into the sky are usually yellow or green, oddly enough. Not too many of them take on this sort of red color. And to quote the article here, it goes on to say that the week before October 1st, bright flaming objects were spotted in the sky above an island in southern Chile before reportedly crashing to the ground and starting a series of small fires. Resident Bernardina Ojeda showed local Channel 2 News where something fell from the sky and burned some bushes on her property. It goes on to say, quote, "Now after a preliminary investigation, officials from Chile's National Service of Geology and Mining say that they've ruled out a disintegrating meteorite as the cause after failing to find any evidence of space rock at 7 points where fires were started." So what are we dealing with here? Just some superheated space junk re-entering the atmosphere or something more? And so yeah, there you have it. I'll post the link to the CNET article down below. Here you're seeing an image of them investigating something that set fire and crashed into the Earth from space. We know that much. We don't seem to have any space agencies coming out and owning up to this being a part of their, their space junk or their spacecraft or anything like that. So that definitely makes me wonder. I'd like to hear what you guys think down below, so tell me down in the comments. And once again, I just want to say thank you for your patience. Thank you to the thousands of people who've been emailing me, telling me to, take my time and not to worry about the haters. And I've never worried about the haters. People who have been with me for years know where my heart's at. They know I love this channel, and they know how hard I've worked and the thousands of videos that I've put out. And like I said, we all need a break, especially when tragedies strike, let alone multiple tragedies. And yeah, I'm just happy to be back. I'm not going to harp on the subject, so let's keep going. Let's keep investigating this topic that we love so much. Stay tuned, subscribe, and I will see you guys back in just a bit.